Good morning and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to try the new Charlotte Tilbury, the Super Nudes Collection. I bought one lipstick, the eyeliners, and then the face palette. The eyeshadow palette came out, I think, last year. I remember swatching it and wasn't really impressed with it, so I'm just not going to try that one, but I will use this on my face as well. So if you guys are interested, continue watching. Also, if you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe down below, and let's get into the makeup. Right now what I have on my skin is this NARS tinted moisturizer, and I added a little bit of this Glowish by Huda Beauty. I have discovered that it works so well combining it with other foundations, so I am obsessed with this product right now. And then I have my concealer from Lancome. This is the Tint Idole Ultra Wear. I also did powder with the Gucci powder. I just wanted to prep my skin real well. That way we can see how these other products sit on top of the skin. So this is the face palette. This is called Nudegasm Face Palette. And I've never tried her face palettes. She came out with two other ones. Was it last year or a couple years ago? And a lot of people really liked them, but I've never tried any of her face palettes. Ooh, that looks so cute. That is a really nice packaging. It feels nice. A little light, but still feels really nice. So this is the palette. Inside you have a contour, bronzer, highlighter, and a beautiful blush. And then you have a really nice mirror here. Let's swatch these first and see how they feel. The embossment is really beautiful. This looks like a really pretty contour shade for my skin tone. I don't know if you're deeper, how that's gonna look like. This is the bronzer. Future Tanya here. This is a mistake. It is not supposed to be a bronzer. It is supposed to be a more intense contour. That's my mistake, and I'll address it at the end of the video, but just wanted to let you know that that was a mistake. It is not supposed to be a contour and bronzer. It is supposed to be an intense contour and just a lighter contour. I think it's deeper than what probably I would normally use, but I think I could make it work. Then the blush looks really nice. The highlighter looks really beautiful as well. It looks soft, and I think these are gonna work really well for my skin tone. So let's start with the contour. I have here my Refer brush. This is an 04, and I like this for contouring. It's a little bit like slanted, so I think it fits in there really well. So I'm picking up a little bit. It picks up okay, not too much. And then apply it here. Switch the brush. I'm gonna use this one. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. I had it for a very long time, but if you go in Target, you can find one that's very similar to this one. I saw it last time I went to Target. So I'm gonna try to pick up the product with this. I think this one picks up the product a little bit better, and it gives me quite an intense contour. So this color actually works really well for my skin tone. I'm not sure that this is gonna work for everybody because it is pretty cool tone, a little bit too cool tone for me, but I can pull it off, mostly if I put bronzer on top of it. But the texture is very hard, like it's not a very soft powder, but it blends in really, really nicely. And you almost think, oh, maybe I'm not picking up anything, but you are, and it blends in like really, really nicely. I'm going to take just an eyeshadow fluffy brush to contour my nose a little bit here. And there you go. This is the contour in no contour. As you can see, it definitely makes quite a big difference. I think so. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I really like the size of the palette. I like that it has this big mirror. I feel like this is one that you could definitely take with you when you travel, because you have everything you need in here for the face. Okay, my face is contoured and I really like it. I think it looks really nice, a little bit more intense, more gray than I usually wear, but I can make it work. I think if I put a little bit less next time, it will be even better. But I did want you guys to see the color, so I built it up a little bit, but it builds up on itself really, really nicely, and there's no harsh lines. It blends in really, really, really nicely, and yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna take the same contour color and put it in my crease. And then take a little bit smaller brush and pick up a little bit of that color and put it right under here. Just to kind of define the eye a little bit. All right, this looks beautiful. I really like it and it blends in well. The color works for me. I'm not sure if you're deeper. I don't think this would work, but you guys let me know. Let's take the bronzer right now. I'm going to use the same brush. It's just my favorite brush for bronzing. It's just not too big, but it blends in the product really well. And yeah, I really, really enjoy it. So I'm going to put this kind of a little bit more all over. I'll take a little bit on my hand and see how this does. So this is the bronzer. As you can see, it definitely bronzed me up a little bit. I think it's just a little bit dark for my skin tone. I think I can make it work. I did build it up a little bit so you guys can really see the difference between the contour and the bronzer. I like it. I don't absolutely love it. I think it's just slightly too deep for me. And then combined with that contour, it's just too much for me. I think I may use less next time. I'm gonna take the brush that I had the powder on and just blend this in. Again, I think that contour and the bronzer is just a little bit much for me. I probably would use these separately or like combine them. Ooh, that would be pretty if you just combine them, but not apply quite as much next time. Now the actual product blends in like a dream. There's absolutely no harsh lines. I think it looks beautiful. Like the actual application and the powders are really, really nice. Definitely she did a great job. I'm going to take that brown and just intensify this outer corner a little bit more. That's really pretty. That brown looks so good on the eyes. I'm gonna take the same one and put it on the lower lash line. Smoke it out a little bit like that. This looks good overall. Again, a little bit much for me, but I think I can make it work. I think playing with this a little bit more, knowing how much to put, how much to not put, will work better. but overall it still looks nice. I enjoy it. I really like the texture of the powder. I like that they're not powdery at all. So yeah, so far so good. Moving on to this blush right here. I'm really excited to try this on. Again, I have my brush. This is from Real Techniques. It's an older version, but they still have very similar ones to this. And I'm really excited to try this blush on. I think it's gonna be beautiful. So I picked up a little bit. And okay, that is gorgeous. Okay, this is beautiful. It is a glowy blush. It's not too much though. I don't feel like it emphasizes the texture, but it's really, really beautiful. I like the glow that it has. I think it works really good with the other colors that she has in here. Now this, I was able to build it up. I started slower, and the more I apply, the more intense it looks. So I think you can build this up and have it show for a bit deeper skin tones as well. You guys have to let me know how it works for you guys if you have deeper skin tone than mine. Okay, I'm really loving this blush. I think it's beautiful. It sits on the skin really nicely. It has a glow to where, like, if you just want to keep it here and not put a highlighter, you can definitely do that because it gives some of that glow. It's really, really beautiful. I'm going to take a brush and just add this on my eyes as well. I just want to see how they all work everywhere. Just kind of put this a bit more of as an all over color. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the highlighter part right here. I'm really excited. I'm gonna take my highlighting brush. I try to clean it. Okay, this is really stunning. Wow, the highlighter is beautiful. It looks wet without looking textured at all. I mean, it brings life to the cheek, but no texture. I'm really liking the highlighter. I also think the highlighter works for my skin tone. It's not too dark, like you don't see a shadow when I look straight forward. It's just right. It's not too intense. The deeper you are, the more intense it's gonna look. But the tone is really nice as well. It's not too ashy. And overall, I really, really like the effect. I am not loving the contour. I feel like it's just too ashy and it's kind of ruining the blush a little bit. I don't love the contour right now, the way it looks on the skin or the combination. There's something that I feel like it makes it look a little bit too ashy for my skin tone. Again, if you do enjoy a more gray contour, I think you would really, really like this one. But I'm not sure yet if it's the bronzer, the contour. There's something that gives me a little bit too much ashiness for my skin tone. All right, I will take the highlighter on a small brush and just highlight this inner corner. that is it for the palette. The highlighter is really pretty. Okay, I want to try this liner. I only have a couple of her eyeliner, so I thought that this would be pretty because they're pretty colors. So we have a nude right here. It's nice and creamy, a little bit pinkish undertone. And then this is a deep brown, almost black. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to put the lighter one in my inner waterline, because I just love these cream color pencils. I use them daily. Okay, that did a really good job. It's a very creamy, it really brighten up my eye area. I like it. Let's try it on the other eye. And I always take this color and put it a little bit on this inner area right here to just brighten that area. Like that. I really like the way this glided on my eye area. It didn't pull at all. It's nice and bright. The secret is to see how long it's actually going to stay in the waterline without smudging everywhere. We're gonna take the dark brown part and we're just gonna do a line. I'm gonna smudge it out, but I want just a little flick at the end. I actually really like a really dark brown for a liner rather than black. I think it's just a little softer. And yeah, I think it's not closing the eye quite as much. Okay, I have that. And then I'm going to take a small brush and just smudge that a little bit. I don't want it quite this perfect. I will say that these aren't the most creamy pencils, but they do last a long time. The only problem that I have with the Charlotte Tilbury pencils is that I feel like they dry out too fast. Like I don't get to use them all because they do dry out a little bit too fast, which is why I kind of like that you get two in one, because they probably won't dry out by the time I'm done with them. Okay, I finished both liners. Again, I really like the concept of this. I think I'm gonna actually have a lot of use out of this. Hopefully it won't dry out too quick. It is, the brown side is a little bit drier, but I think it's gonna stay in place a lot better than the super creamy ones. And it did a job. I like it. I really like the colors that they picked for this duo. So I'm gonna put mascara and be right back. So I did want to mention the mascara that I've been using lately. My Bite Beauty mascara, I finished it all. I love it so much. And I was about to repurchase it, but then this ILIA mascara came out. This is their volumizing mascara, and I've been using it for the past week, and I'm really loving it. I mean, this is the old ILIA mascara. This is more separating, and this one is definitely super volumizing, and it reminds me a lot of the Bite Beauty mascara. It has the same like hourglass shaped wand. It's not quite as big as the Bite Beauty, but it gives you quite a lot of volume, and it lasts all day. It doesn't smudge under my eyes, so it's another like great find for me. So yay for ILIA. It's also a clean brand, so that's even better because you're literally putting it next to your eyeball. Okay, moving on to the lipstick. This is something I'm really excited about. This is their matte formula, and the color I got was Catwalking. She came out with 4 new colors, and this is, I think, the second lightest, if I'm correct. This is how it looks like. It kind of reminds me of the other one that she came out with, the super nude one. I will swatch them together. Okay, so that is the swatch next to all the black swatches around it. I am excited. Kind of reminds me of Pillow Talk. Let's see how it looks on the lips. Yes, this is stunning. This is definitely a nude that I love, and I think it's gonna definitely be in my makeup bag. I will put a liner with this. I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine. And there we go. Okay, I'm really excited about the lip product because it is the perfect nude for me. It is not too brown, it is not too beigey, it's not too pink. I really don't love a pink lip. So I think it's perfect. I do want to compare it to a couple other Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. Okay, so I am going to swatch Pillow Talk because it kind of reminds me of Pillow Talk, just not quite as pink. And then I'm gonna swatch this one. This is the Nude Romance. It was, I guess, limited edition. I'm not sure. It just came out not too long ago. And this is a kissing formula. And then the Catwalking next. So these are the swatches. Pillow Talk, Nude Romance, and Catwalking. You can see Pillow Talk is definitely a little bit more pink. This kissing formula is a little bit deeper. And then this one is Catwalking, and I think it's my favorite out of all of them. I think it just, with what I like, that is the perfect nude shade for me. All right, so my final thoughts. Let's start with the palette. First of all, I love the packaging. I think it's just really, really cool. I am loving the blush, the highlighter. The bronzer and the contour, I'm just struggling a little bit with them. I think they're just a little bit too cool tone for me. It's not like I can't wear them. I just don't think I should combine them. As you can see, it just looks a little bit too dark and muddy here. I mean, the contour by itself was really pretty, and I think I should use a different bronzer. I shouldn't go with this one. This is almost another contouring for deeper skin tones. So if you have deeper skin tone, I think this would work really well as a contour. Again, the highlighter is really pretty. I think it just sits so beautiful on the skin. The blush, out of this world. It's amazing. I love that it has a glow with it, and I really like the tone of it. So overall, do I like it? I really, really do. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. I just don't think I'm gonna combine these colors. I think I'm just gonna stick with one and probably use a warmer bronzer all over. So I'm not even sure if this was supposed to be a bronzer. It says Super Sculpt Contour Intense. Okay, never mind. This is not even supposed to be a bronzer. It's supposed to be an intense contour and a lighter contour. Makes perfect sense. So I was wrong all along. It is not a bronzer. I don't know why I thought about that. It would be a bronzer. But that explains a lot. It was just too much for me. That makes so much more sense. It definitely looked like there were two contours in there, and I should have read. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't read instructions, and I never ever do. Knowing that, I love it even more because it wasn't meant to be a bronzer. And I did really like this color on my eyes. I thought it looked really, really pretty. So I feel like you kind of have it all in one. If you're traveling, you can take this with you. It's kind of nice and compact, and I really, really like it. Now, this duo, I actually am really excited about this because I think it's just so practical. It's not out of this world. It's not something that you need to have. But so far, the white is still really white. I mean, the cream color is still really cream in my waterline. And then this one, I know it'll stay till I take it off. Again, don't expect this extreme creaminess from Charlotte Tilbury liners. Just expect it to stay a long time. So I'm excited I have this. I kind of needed one and I really like it. And then the final thing is the lip product, and loving it. So excited about this one. I think it's going to be a staple. Pillow Talk has been a lipstick that I have different sizes in it. I have like 4 minis. I have 2 big ones. I go through that lipstick quite a lot, but I always felt like it's just a tiny bit too pink for me, and I wish it had more beiginess in it, a little bit more peachiness maybe. So I feel like this is going to be my new go-to lipstick. I really like the matte formula from Charlotte Tilbury, and I am so excited about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like this collection? Are you interested in it? Would you pick it up? I love this. I loved every single thing that I tried, and I'm excited to have it. So thank you for being here. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.